everybody, what's going on?
Who's this?
It's a Phonix.
And a Gemini.
And we're doing the show.
It's a me, Mario.
Mew, 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 mew. This is the longly anticipated Halo episode. Is it not? What are we on? Episode 49?
47 of Halo's podcast.
47. I thought we skipped every two now, so it was like 44, 46, 48.
Yes. It's 47 as far as I know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go back and count episodes. If we were count all the minis and stuff like that, we're probably well into the 50s.
We don't want to do that then, since we want to have a blowout for the number 50.
Yeah, in other words, we're quitting. Good stuff. Anyway, yeah, we're episode 47. We were gonna do this last week. Was it last week?
Yeah, when we were on vacation and when we got Halo.
And some things came up, meaning lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of Halo.
and then some more on top of that, and a cherry.
Yeah, so we were like, oh, we need to do it. Yeah, we're just gonna continue with.
Yeah, and we're like, oh, we gotta do it. And then it's like, oh crap, I'm supposed to be at work.
It's 9:00 at night, and I'm high on game fuel.
Game fuel. How much game fuel did we drink?
In a span of 24 hours, we drank a case.
Yeah.
And that's 12.
That's cool.
And I only had 2 of those.
Oh, whatever. I had 9.
Exactly. And KBB had his own case.
Yeah, he bought his own case, and he's like, and he drank it all. He just poked holes in the bottom and went, blah, blah.
He shotgunned his Halo game fuel.
Just like he did his enemies.
Oh, snap dizzle. I sorted my game fuel.
I needled my game fuel.
I gravity hammered my game fuel into my mouth.
And it hurt.
It was frozen.
Well, what besides, playing Halo, what have you been up to playing game-wise?
I have been playing, let's see, I got from GameFly, Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. Dude, curl in the waves, hang 10, bro.
Now, tell me what you thought of that game.
Thank you, Phoenix, for asking. Yes, I thought that game was rather decent. Not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. I'd rather play that game any day than, say, The Darkness.
Yes, any game would be better than that.
Yes, exactly. I'd rather have my toes sheared off with a spoon than play The Darkness again. Thank you.
Same here. But yes, I borrowed Fantastic Four from you and find it very delightful.
Chipper even.
And it was so silly. And I thought it was a good game. It's good even playing by yourself, but especially when you have 2 or more people.
I didn't have anybody to play with.
Well, we'll play some later, maybe.
It's clobbering time. Mew mew mew.
It's clobbering time. Speaking. But I liked it. I liked the graphics, and I thought that the powers that they gave them were pretty good. I mean, they were better than what I expected. I thought, oh, Fantastic Four crap. And, I went through there and I thought that they did well. The graphics were good, their faces and everything, and, the levels were a little monotonous. I haven't played through much, but, it was good. I think it was like Legends, but, a little step up.
Yeah, I think, because the Fantastic Four wasn't near as enjoyable to play as a team in Ultimate Alliance. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Because in Ultimate Alliance you get bonuses because you're playing as the Fantastic Four, but I thought that this one was more fun to play them. I'm not a big fan of the FF as a team or anything else anyway.
Yeah.
So really, it's like, why does the Human Torch really even need all the rest of those losers?
Yeah, I know. And then the thing, and the one thing that did kind of get me though is they didn't really stay true to the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, there was cutscenes and they're like, dude, don't touch me, but really, when they swap powers or whatever, really they wanted other people to, touch them so they can change and stuff, and, like Sue Storm didn't freak out when she got Johnny Storm's powers and all that kind of stuff, so,
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't really have anything to compare it with, but I just, I just got spoiled, and I'm not ever gonna see the movie now and cry.
What?
Tears.
Why don't you rent it?
Sadness.
Why don't you rent it?
Pain.
Anyway, what else? Did I talk about Two Worlds last time?
I don't think you did. No, because when did you get it? Like, during your vacation or something? We'll talk about Two Worlds. Wait. What have you been playing, recently, Phoenix?
Well, besides, Superman Returns, which, and then,
It's a big pile of poop.
yeah, or, go find all the kittens on the rooftops. Yeah, that's what I want to use my cosmic powers for.
Yeah, how exactly did the kittens get to the top of the Empire State Building, I wonder? I mean, what, I climbed all the way up, mew, mew, mew.
I mean, there's
a suicidal kitty, let him jump.
I mean, they're already overpopulated.
Yeah, I'd kick him off. Hey, I'll give you a little help there, buddy. Pew.
I understand the whole Easter eggs in the game and everything like that, but it's like, I'd rather be slitting my wrists than flying from rooftop to rooftop if I was, actually a super, man or woman or whatever. And, looking for damn little kittens. I mean, Metropolis is on fire. Oh, but I've almost got the achievement for the kittens, and if I don't save the kittens, they'll burn to death,
I know. I remember when I rented that, and I was just like, it reminds me of, remember playing Spider-Man 2, the game, like, from the movie?
Yeah.
And, like, those little kids would, like, lose their balloons, and you would have to go catch the balloons for them?
Yeah, and it's like, it's a balloon.
Yeah. I'm Spider-Man. I'm fighting evil, not balloon loss.
And it was retarded too because you're trying to save the city, but then you have to change into Bizarro and destroy the city.
Really?
Yeah, to get back into to do something. I don't know, but it's like, so you have to. But if you don't complete the mission, destroying enough stuff, but then you fail. But then when you do, your city's, your city health limit or whatever is really low, and you're like, well, WTF.
Yeah, I didn't get that far in the game, actually. I just remember...
It's like the same thing I did.
Yeah. Well, I just remember fighting, like, Metallo or whatever, and flying, but I did mostly flying around, and once I realized I wasn't going to get anywhere in the game, I just looked at the achievements and then started tossing cars, basically, and because you get this achievement for, like, throwing, like, 100 cars or however many cars, so once the game, for me anyway, once the game devolves into, what achievement am I getting? What am I going to have to do, 100 plus times to get 20 points or whatever it is? Then I know I'm pretty much done. I know it's crap.
Yeah, and, but back to Two Worlds, I mean, Two Worlds was, I don't even know how that really got made, because it was like the glitchiest game I've seen in a long time, especially on the 360. It was like, because you're supposed to get an achievement for riding a horse. So I killed some bandits, and I had to eat like 3 goose livers to get enough health because I kept dying. Because these bandits are like super tough.
You can't eat the whole goose?
No, I don't know. It's stupid. It's like I use an arrow, a flaming arrow at that to shoot down this goose. And all I get is freaking liver?
So, well, I guess you burn the rest of it off or something? Or
no, but
you would think the flaming arrow would cook the goose as it fell?
Even when I kill a wolf, I only get its heart.
Lame.
And then you have to run through the this meadow, and you find all these flowers, and then, as soon as you put them into a pot and cook them, you get an achievement. And I was like, okay. And then
cooking for an achievement, nice.
Yeah, it's like Cooking Mama, but lame. And then, so I got on I killed those bandits, and it took me forever, and everything is super tough. And you're supposed to be able to level up, but all I can do is, like, kill geese. to get little stars that level me up.
Yeah.
And I got on the horse and I'm like, yeah, where? No achievement unlocked. And I'm riding this thing for a while and I'm, galloping
It dies.
around. Yeah, and I'm galloping around and everything. I'm like, this sucks. And I get off of it and I'm like, well, I want to go over there. I need to get back on it. And I get back on it and then I get the achievement.
Lamer.
Yeah, and I'm wandering around and I have no idea where to go or what to do. And everybody speaks in this idiotic old accent voice or, like, oh, that'd be a good day, no? And I have some ale, and you have to do these.
Are they all Thor? Forsooth, verily, mayhap.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pence.
And you have to do these idiotic missions like, somebody stole my shoelace, and you have to go find it. And I'm like,
Shoelace?
I think it was like, moonshine, but.
Oh, well, that's a little bit more important than a shoelace.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, yeah, I wouldn't recommend Two Worlds because I wanted to get into it because it looks like once you get into it, it's kind of like Oblivion, but you really just have to get into it. But I wanted to, but I couldn't because I could never really level up because I kept dying. But it's like you could die all the time. It didn't matter. You just keep popping up in these random places on the map, and I don't know. It was very frustrating.
Yeah, I think that was the whole thing. Is like everybody thought it was going to be the next Oblivion, and the way it looked, and then come to find out it's the next. What was the other really bad game we played? Oh, the next Darkness.
Yeah.
I don't know why that slipped my mind.
And then you even got to customize your character, right? I'm like, oh, cool. And it had like 10 different shades of hair, but I swear 5 were all the same shade. And then you could customize the color of your eyes, but your eyes were so small you couldn't see them. So when you're flipping through on the screen, you couldn't see the guy and you couldn't zoom in. And all you could really do was make his shoulders broader and his legs longer. And you would crank up his nose, like when you create a sim or whatever,
yeah.
all the way to the left or the right.
Yeah.
And it still looks exactly the same. And I'm like,
nice.
So nice. So what's the point?
Yeah, well, 10 AC Friends points if you know what that is from. Nice.
Nice.
Exactly.
To Halos?
To Halos. Anyway, well, no, I'm not done yet. Talking about stuff we've been playing. Speaking of that, I played yesterday and today. Anyway, I got Transformers the game from a to GameFly, and speaking of really bad games, yeah, that's not too wonderful. I started playing the Autobots side of the missions or whatever because you can be Autobot or Decepticon and you can play. And so I started that, so I'm Bumblebee, and I'm running around or driving around so I get to playing, and there's all these Decepticon drones, and you have to kill them, or they drive off, you have to chase them, and you have to shoot them and make them transform, but there's 2 of them, so you shoot and you have to stop and fight one of them, well the other one's driving off, you have to stop him before he gets to a certain spot. And then, of course, once you stop them 2, then there's 3 more, and you gotta stop them from making it, and you can, and so that was kind of a pain, and then I had to fight this other guy. What was that guy's name? That changed it to a police car in the game, or in the movie. Anyway, I had to chase him, and it was really crappy. And then when you fail the mission, you don't die. I don't know if it's possible to die,
Yeah,
but you just fail the mission, and then I got frustrated and then decided to just go achievement hunting and do the easy crap achievements. Oh, well, I tried the Decepticon level too, and I failed that the first level the first time I played it, so I was like, screw this, I'm out of here, so, yeah.
It seems like more and more games are coming out now where you just can't die. I mean, it's kind of like a plague to gaming, it's like making people think that they're almost immortal, it's like,
Allah.
You don't die, you can run through and do whatever, even in Halo, whenever you respawn, you don't die.
Right, well, for instance, BioShock with the Vita Chambers, right, you die, but it's really not that big of a consequence, right?
Yeah, you're just put back a little bit farther, you know?
Yeah, but you still, pop up, there's no real, or Prey, of course, we talked about this before,
Yeah.
Prey, The Darkness, and now...
Two Worlds.
2 worlds.
I mean, I swear to you, one of the achievements was find 50 different locations, and I'm thinking, oh crap, that's gonna be hard because, I mean, 50 locations, you probably have to go to every location in the map, right?
Yeah.
There's find like 5, find 10, find 20, find 50, and find them all. Well, there's a glitch in the game where you can't find them all, because once you enter a cave, it teleports you to some other place in the map, so you never really enter that cave, which is the last spot on the map, and you don't ever get the achievement. I read that online. But
Nice.
Nice!
Nice.
And, so I found 50 locations like that. I mean, because there's like, I swear to you, like, must be like 1,000 little checkpoints. They're these mythical blue things you find. And there must be like 1,000 of them on the map, because, you know, you're walking around, it's like, found Mystic Blue Stone, found Mystic Blue Stone, I'm like, okay, you know, and as soon as you die, it pops you back to that, but it's not anywhere near where you just were.
Yeah.
And you have evidently, powers, you know, you can throw flames and stuff like that, but you have to find cards. And I had fire.
So like Yu-Gi-Oh cards or what?
It's like Pikachu. And
playing cards? Are you Gambit now? You're like, phew.
I know, I didn't really get it, and you have to go find these air cards. And I went to the castle, and then everybody was so tough, and I only had my little. And you know, you shoot like 10 fireballs, and it gets the person a sliver of life down, and you've got 10 of them coming at you, and your health, your mana, what do they call it?
Mana?
Mana, yeah, your mana is completely gone. And it takes forever to recharge.
Lamer.
Nice! But,
Not nice!
yeah, that was sucktastic.
Yeah. What's the, what?
Oh, no, I was gonna say before I forgot, I'm looking forward to, Sid Meier's, Civilization on the Xbox 360.
Oh, yeah.
A little review on that, because I loved it on the computer. And that'd be awesome to have on. It'd be awesome, nice to have them on the 360.
I've never played Civilization. Not that big of a I'm not a big fan of Civilization, no. I'm not like a strategy. I got Command and Conquer, and I used to play a lot of that, but I don't like to do Command and Conquer as much. It's frustrating.
Yeah, I bought it, and I haven't played it.
Yeah, me too. Same thing. I got, to certain points, and I get, I don't like not being able to, complete the thing. Like if I play through it like 2 or 3, 4 times, and it's like stupid stuff that I'm, not able, that messes me up. And I'm done. I get tired of it,
Yeah, because I did that too, and I was like, sweet. Even on Lord of the Rings, I did this too. I was like, awesome. I checked my objectives over and over before I got the last part, or I'd accidentally finish it before completing everything. And then they were like, oh, bonus objectives not completed. I'm like, but I didn't even know. How am I supposed to know? Am I supposed to scour the whole, map? You told me to do these objectives, and I did,
Yeah, I don't like that either. Because, you have to, it's like, I can't blow up everything, because then it might finish the, the mission for me.
You have to do this one before you do that one, which, that's all tactical and good and everything, but let me know. That's just to know.
Help a brother out,
Yeah.
But back to Transformers, what I ended up doing. And I actually did end up being killed, only because I took Bumblebee and went on a rampage through the city. And just ignored the mission objectives altogether, and just went on a full blown shooting all the buildings, jumping, kicking vehicles, picking them up, throwing them, and then eventually the military came, and I was tossing tanks around and doing all that, and then finally they took me down, But yeah,
long death match.
Yeah, because I was trying to get some of the achievements. Like there was one for like, apparently, and I may still try to get this one, but apparently there's a baseball bat, a big baseball bat, in the map somewhere. And if you get that and smack a Decepticon with it, you get 10 points.
Huh.
Yeah. And of course there was like, oh, level up your speed, so you just have to drive really fast. Crap like that. I was like,
Yeah.
But then there's other ones that's like 100% completion of the game, and it's like you have to find like 800 cubes and this and that and this. And it's just like, okay, so it's either all I have to do is press Y to get 10 points, or I have to invest the next like 40 hours of my life into this game to get 20 points. It's just
Yeah.
could there be a happy medium?
Well, that's just kind of like in Viva Pinata, where it's like I forgot how many achievements there were, but there was like 20 or 40 or something, and every one of them was like 20 points. So, even the really hard ones where you had to get like a pixie or whatever, and you had to get swans and pigs and have a romance, blah, blah, blah. Those are hard, but, name a servant, 10 points, or 20 points, But, I don't know, I guess it was making it even, but it wasn't really making it even.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I should have got more for doing the harder stuff, but
I think
got
so too.
980 points, but oh well.
Well, speaking of FIFA Pinata, it's coming to the DS, right?
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's going to be on the DS. And also, speaking of the DS, watch what I'm going to do here.
Oh yeah.
There was a video that came out that someone had actually developed Halo for the DS, and it never came out.
So how does that work? You just tap it to shoot?
Yeah, it was like, you never played you played Metroid when it came with your DS?
Yeah, for like 5 minutes.
Well, something like that, you shoot, you probably have a trigger or a shoot button, one of the buttons to shoot, and then, the movement is with the DS, or, something like that, not with the DS, movement is with the DS. Movement is with the, stylus.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it looked pretty cool. Actually, it'd be nice if it came out, but it was canceled, so we'll never see that. But yeah, there's a couple of quick news bits for you people out there. Ah, la la la.
Yeah, I haven't. Brain Age 2 came out for the DS too. Yeah, well,
that's what I think about Brain Age.
That's all I know. That's the only big thing I really heard about the DS was Brain Age 2 came out.
Yeah. I just haven't. Every time I go to the, Walmart, anywhere, I look at the DS games and I look through them and I'm like, all right, yeah, that's supposed to be good and that's supposed to be good and blah blah. It's just nothing makes me, reach in and buy it. Nothing pulls me in and wraps its tentacles around me. One thing that has come out for the Wii though that I would like to try, and I put it in my GameFly queue, is My Sims. And it looks to be kind of like a cross between The Sims and Animal Crossing. Huh. Wrap your brain around that.
It exploded.
Yeah. So when I rent it, you'll have to come over and check it out and want to see, because it looks pretty cool and looks like it might scratch that itch that, in between the time that we don't have. And if it's good, and when I rent it, if it's good, I will probably like to buy that, because I think it'd be cool.
I do like The Sims. Anyway, in itself, especially if it was like Animal Crossing. That'd be cool.
For shizzle, my nizzle.
Because I always said Animal Crossing should be more like The Sims.
Yeah, I bet you would really like that.
Yeah. Last thing I bought for the DS was Cooking Mama, and I liked it to a point, and then I just got tired of cooking. And I was like...
In real life or in the game?
No, in real life, because Mama has just such high standards, and, and I can't even make a sweet egg roll, so... I don't know. I got a little discouraged with that. I'll probably sell it on eBay, but, anybody want Cooking Mama for the DS? Up for grabs.
$50.
Yeah, maybe we'll have a contest. I'll give it away.
Oh, there you go. Jeez.
That'd be cool.
Y'all heard it here first. We might have a contest, and we might, if it doesn't sell on eBay, we might give it away.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, giving something to the fans.
Yeah, well, it's about time.
Yeah, well.
It's been 2 years.
What'd they ever do for me? Oh.
I guarantee you it'll either be African Skater or Hacker that wins it.
Yeah, I know. It's like, a contest for it, too. Oh, what?
Yeah, I think we should have a steel cage death match.
That'd be awesome.
Like, literally,
Yeah. Figuratively.
Winner, person that lives takes all.
Yeah, but we'll have Marak or the Great Predicus might be thrown into the mix too. Somebody.
Crikey.
Some newcomer might win.
Yeah. Fender 44's gonna throw down and be like, Talos.
Talos.
So, anyway, do you want to talk, since we've, satisfied our other stuff, do you want to talk about this other game?
I thought that's what the show was about, but I was...
Well, let's get into it. Alright, so let's, take the microphone. What?
Oh, what? Here it is. I actually typed up some show notes for the show, so if y'all don't like it, there's no reason you should not, because I did show notes. And show notes are the best. I haven't done show notes since, episode 2. And I think Gemini forgot his password to his computer, and we can't get on to look at my show notes. It's been locked. Hang on a second, technical difficulties. Okay, here we go. Alright, we're back on track. Okay, what do we have for the show notes? We talked about all of the games. And we talked about what we drank, which was Game Fuel. And, oh yeah, the awesome deal that we got on these games. We bought them from is it LionGames.com?
Why, yes, it is, Phoenix. It is LionGames.com.
Yeah, and Gemini sent me the link, and I kind of thought it was a scam for a second, but I bought it anyway. And it was Halo 3 regular edition for $40.
You should know better than to trust me. I know what I'm doing. Wait, you should know. You should know.
I do.
You should know you can trust me.
Oh yeah, sure, Just like
I'm on the up and up.
After from the down and down. And then, okay, so I thought we could go through the campaign, and then multiplayer, and then miscellaneous. How about that?
I absolutely not.
But, we did play through the campaign together, is that not right?
Yes it is. I'm under oath. Is that it?
So raise your left hand and poop your pants.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, stanky. So what were your thoughts on the campaign as a whole, and as the sequel, and as a follow-up to Halo 2?
Well, without giving away any spoilers, which I don't know if anybody even cares that's listening, I thought the campaign was good. Stop looking at me. I thought the campaign was good. I couldn't help but get the feeling of deja vu in nearly every level.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it was just the kind of pretty much the same thing. Fight your way in. Oh crap. You know, yeah. Oh crap! It's, you know, insert X enemy here. You know, yeah. we gotta get the hell out of here. But first, you know, set this thing to detonate. You know, well, no, don't set it to detonate, because that would imply that there's a timer on it. No, just blow it up and then run like hell. Yeah. You know, and it's like, fine, let me do that again. Okay, let me find my way in here. Okay. Oh crap! Oh, run. You know, run. So. Yeah.
And they run, and then every enemy that you killed has a twin, and they pop up, you know, and
or they
like,
reanimate or something.
Yeah, it's like Bristle Faces, you know, come and reanimate all their buddies.
Yeah, so, and that was pretty, you know, meh. And then the very end level that we had that year in a Warthog and driving, if you played Halo 1 and finished Halo 1, you'll instantly recognize it.
Mm-hmm, yeah, I mean, I thought that was awesome in Halo 1, because I remember we would play that level over and over, like, yeah, let's get out of here, and it was hard. And then this one was like a bad game of Sudoku or whatever, and it was like, you had to memorize where all these platforms are falling, and it's like, and you know, you really don't have brakes on a Warthog, and there's 3 of you, and you're like, well, crap, you know, and if you all get in one Warthog and you fail, you all die, but if you take 3, then, you know, one might make it, and that's what we tried to do, and I swear it took us like, 2 hours to finish that?
Yeah, one level.
But we did finish it on Legendary. I mean, played on Legendary.
Yeah, but I mean, we'd have to get, you know, I mean, we took separate Warthogs, KBB and then me and Phoenix, or however we split each other up, and then would have to take 2 Warthogs to, you know, and hopefully one of us would make it, you know, and then, you know, it was more of a thing of memorization where, alright, okay, that way didn't work this last time, so okay, you know, and it was just, I don't know, it just felt too, I don't know, it was just too controlled as far as like, well, you know, they're trying to make it feel like, oh, the whole world is exploding and falling apart around you, but, you know, at the same time, it's like, well, yeah, but only certain parts.
Yeah, but it's like, if this whole thing is falling apart, then how the hell are we gonna get off, and, you know, where's our ship? Didn't it fall through a hole, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, and then, I mean, the ending was good, but then we didn't get to see there were several times where we didn't get to see certain things, because I don't know if it was a glitch in the game, But all of a sudden, there was one point where all of a sudden we were fighting somebody we didn't even know. We had previously just been running through a corridor and just crap like that, and we were, playing co-op. I don't know. And then, of course, at the end, then there's cutscene after the credits where we didn't get to see because the game didn't show it to us and crap like that. So I don't know. But I like the ending the way it was. But then from what I hear, the cutscene is different. It changes the ending that we know.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah, I thought the campaign was okay. I didn't necessarily like the story, if there even was one to it. I was kind of like, well, so, because basically we're going through the whole thing to get Cortana, and then Cortana doesn't even really tell us anything. She doesn't. I mean, she doesn't tell us anything.
No, really. It's not like she has this big revelation, really.
It's like, well, okay, the whole thing was, is Cortana good or bad? And then she's coming into your HUD and saying all this crazy stuff as you're going through the game, which slows down the gameplay. And the Gravemind tells you stuff too, which that slows it down a lot. And it's like, well, what is the point of this, Cortana? What did you do to help me? I mean, yeah, she gave us something in the end, but I mean, there was no huge, this is what happened to Cortana, or, yeah, it was like, huh. So that, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, with the story was, it tied it up, real nice in a little bow and everything, which is good. It's better than a cliffhanger like Halo 2 was.
Yeah.
The Halo 2 story, I couldn't even really tell you what the story that was. I only played through that game once and never went back to the single player. So, but I mean, that's kind of how I feel about this single player also. That we're gonna have to go back through and play for some of this other stuff just because of achievements. But I really have no interest in playing through several of these levels.
Yeah, I think that it's like Bungie kind of set you up for you to. I mean, there is no achievement to play through the game twice, which I think is stupid. But I also thought it was nice. Like, when you go through, Gears of War, if you play it on Legendary, you get all the rest of the achievements. I did like that.
One thing it did? What do you mean? Like, for the completion achievements? The ones for completing it on each difficulty level, they unlock when you complete it on Legendary, remember?
Yeah, I know, just like in Gears of War, when you beat it on the hardest.
I thought you were saying they didn't. Okay.
No, they did, and I like that. And, so that, because I don't like the darkness, you had to play through it on each one, and that's why that game sucked ass.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah. Especially through all the different crap that you had to go through on this. But I think Bungie made it set up. I can understand them trying to prolong the gameplay of it, but it's not a game that you want to play through several times because you're going through the game, you're like, man, this is awesome. But then you stop and you have to find all the terminals. You have to find these ridiculously hard to find skulls. You're almost pretty much all the way through the game, and there's all these rings you have to jump through in a ridiculous order, to find the I Would Have Been Your Daddy skull. That unlocks, other content and dialogue throughout the game, which, they shouldn't have a skull. I don't know, I'm torn on it, because it's like, yeah, the skulls are cool, but, I think all the dialogue and content should have been in the game in the first place.
Yeah, it's just a little Easter eggy type stuff like that, which is, it's okay, but yeah, I just don't,
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it feels like busy work. It's like, they're almost forcing you to play through multiple times of the campaign just to get this stuff. Of course, obviously we could, if we had really, we could just play through once and found everything the first time. But you know how long and how grueling that would have been and how boring that would have been?
Yeah, and, when I'm running through that, I'm like, yeah, cool, let's go take down this guy. I'm not thinking about, well, I could use this grab lift on the third dot from the bottom to, shoot myself up to go get the cowbell skull way up there. I'm not looking at all that stuff, But, and I thought that the 10 achievements you get, I think they only were 10 points apiece. Those achievements, when you have to go through the level and you have to rack up so many points,
Yeah, the meta game that's in the, you play back through, in each campaign level, and like you turn scoring on, and then you have to score so many points depending on, each like person you kill and blah 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 is worth points, so.
Yeah.
And then you have to score like 15,000 per level, some of them 50,000 to get the achievements for that, which is like, that's even, to me, even more busy work. It's like, oh yeah, play it again, just,
And then the skulls you turn on, are worth more. They're like ×1, ×2, whatever, to your points. But me and KBB were playing through it, and we're looking at our points. I figured it out when you and I and KBB were playing.
Yeah.
Remember we had that fog skull turned on and everything was off?
Yeah.
Well, the points show up down there.
So, okay, so we didn't know.
Yeah, so we didn't know what the heck we were doing, but, we had that turned off, and our points showed up right there, right?
Yeah.
Well, we were at like 9,000 and we got to 20,000 and stuff. I was like, sweet, we did it.
Yeah.
And so we ended the game, right? Well, mine was only 8,000 and his was like 22,000.
Huh. So.
And he got the achievement for 15,000 and up, and I didn't.
See, that's retarded too. That's like, but like in the game, like when he found the skull, like we were all three in the level, and he found the skull, it unlocked immediately for all three of us, but yet that didn't unlock for you.
Yeah.
That's retarded.
Yeah. And I also think, we're kind of skipping to the multiplayer, but I also think it's retarded too. In the multiplayer, number one, you can hardly find a match. Well, you can find matches, but I don't know, it's hard to get into one. And then I think it's retarded too because you, me, and him were all playing, and he got what is that, the 4 kill?
Yeah, it's overkill. The achievement's called overkill, and it's pretty much killing 4 enemies within 4 seconds of each other.
Yeah. And, I mean, he shot one rocket and they were all together and he killed them all. But you can only get the achievement when you're playing in by yourself, single player, in Lone Wolves. And Lone Wolves only has, 7 players in it?
Up to, is it 6 or 8 or 7? But a lot of times, at least in most of the games I've played, it only matches you up to like 5 people. So basically you have to kill everyone else.
Yeah. And I finally got a triple kill on that. I'm like, sweet! But nice. But
nice.
It's really hard. I think if, like, he mowed down a person in the Mongoose and when we were playing teams, and I think that should have counted. You should have been able to do it in any type of game mode, and get it.
Yeah, as long as it's in the ranked game, like, because they have social and they have ranked.
Yeah.
So it does, as long as you're in ranked, in some type of ranked, which I think that's where we were.
Yeah.
Then it should count. It doesn't. I don't think just because you can take your friends into the game with you, or a party into the game with you. But I think that's really what it comes down to, is they don't want you to be able to boost and take any of your friends or anything in there, and then you get on the other team and you stand there and I'll mow you down, or
It's like you can't get on the other team. Well, I guess if you had like 12,
Yeah, if you had a party of 8 and then busted up 4 and 4.
But they should just make it the party limit 4 if you're going into that type of match, just like they do team doubles.
True that.
So that would be their solution to that, and that would make everything better.
Yeah, I know. I mean, because it's just like in Lone Wolves, got some of these achievements like hitting 2 people with the Spartan laser at the same time. I mean, that's going to be impossible, near impossible. Mowing somebody down, the Mongoose, blowing up 3 people in a warthog or something.
Yeah, and I really hate the new territories.
Really? Because I don't hate it.
It's like ridiculous. I mean, it's like I like that there's more territories, 5 territories, but God, that thing takes forever.
Yeah, but once you have it though.
Yeah, I know, but then the other team can't take it away. I kind of like it when everybody's trying to go for everything,
No, that's true.
Because it's like offense and defense, but.
Yeah, I kind of wish they brought back the races or something. And that's the other thing. It's like I've only been in there's not that many maps, and then the game types are always shoddy snipers.
Oh, I hate
friggin' shoddy snipers all the time, or it's just regular Slayer or something like that, and it's always Crazy King. Why can't it just be regular King?
Yeah, I know, but I do like how they what did they do? I forgot now, but
made the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I don't know either. And I know that people say, oh, well, you know, if you want to do this, go into custom games and play with your friends. I don't do that. I go into matchmaking, and I like to play like that normally. Or Phoenix and I and KBB go into matchmaking, and we play, you know, and that's how we do. And then, you know, we don't roll with 10 people in our party or something, you know, and stuff like that. You know, when I'm playing by myself, I see my other friends online. You know, of course, everybody on my friends list is playing Halo 3. I don't like, hey, invite me in. I just jump into matchmaking. It's just quicker. It's easier. You know, I don't have to talk to anybody. You know, I guess I am kind of an antisocial gamer when it comes down to that. But yeah, I don't have to BS with anybody. Oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, you have carry on a conversation while you're trying to play. You know, I don't even like really wearing my headset when I'm even in there. You know, I don't unless y'all are in.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the thing where it was like, okay, you have team objectives, and then that is like, oddball and is it capture flag and stuff like that?
Flag and what's that, bomb?
Play the bomb and territories and things like that. And then they have team tactical, and see, I guess maybe I haven't warmed up to it yet, but it's like you go through and your team has to get 5 kills before the other team. So, I mean, it's okay, but it's kind of like tiny little mini games of Slayer. I think you have 5 rounds of it or whatever, but yeah, I mean, it's different, but I wish they would have brought back, what was that Kenneth was asking about? SWAT.
Oh yeah, SWAT. I don't know what's happened with SWAT, if that's, you know. And I also wish they would have brought back races. I liked races from Halo 1, but that's just me.
Yeah, that would have been cool too. Because they have so many new vehicles now, what would have been wrong with a race? I mean, they have tons of new vehicles out. I mean...
Yeah, put you know, have it on Sand Trap, you know, give everybody, you know, mongooses or whatever, or, you know, and then bam.
Yeah.
You know, but whatever. I'm not Bungie.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, they just... I don't know, it's like some of the decisions... Oh, and I want to talk about the save films and stuff like that, too, because that kind of bugs me.
Okay, so are we done with the... Because I was going to say... Oh, yeah, did you think that that Legendary was really legendary?
I think it would have been if I'd been alone.
Oh, yeah.
But rolling with a team, no.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, me and you and KBB, I mean, yeah, one person hang back, 2 people go forward, you know, and I mean, it's kind of tough, you know, we get stuck sometimes, but for the most part, it's not that bad. But yeah, I wouldn't do it by myself, you know, I'm not crazy.
Yeah. And then, do you think there'll be a Halo 4?
I don't know, because the news came out that Bungie and Microsoft are not, like, Bungie isn't owned by Microsoft anymore. They've gone out on their own. So, if they do, it may or may not be made by Bungie. Or if, you know, but I think that Bungie's gonna do other things. So, but we do have Halo Wars and, some Peter Jackson project that they're working on that's still coming out, so. Yay for that. Which I don't know about Halo Wars either. I mean, if it's anything like, if it's just like, you know, Command and Conquer or whatever with Halo stuff, it's gonna be like, eh.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like what it's gonna be. Because I was looking at the screenshots for it, and it's like, you can send your Warhogs up, and, you know, things like that.
Yeah, which, I mean, that's fine, and if it's better, you know, because if it's better than Command and Conquer as far as, like, mission objectives and stuff like that, then I'm down, but I'll rent it before I buy it for shizzle.
Yeah. And, so, Forge maps?
Alright, so anyway, there's other parts of the game, like the Forge and the save films and stuff like that. I guess I'll start with the save films, because, like...
Nice!
They're not very nice! They're cool, I mean, because, like, you know, yeah, you're in matchmaking and you play a match, and it's usually about 10 minutes long. You know, and you can, you know, if you want to find something, you gotta go, you know, once you're done with that match, you gotta jump out, go into the theater, watch the film, you know, fast forward to wherever it was that your cool thing happened. You know, hopefully you don't overshoot it. You know, and stuff like that, because you can't rewind. You can only fast forward.
You can rewind, but you can only go back to like a checkpoint or whatever.
Yeah.
You know. So,
yeah, exactly. You can only go back like so. You know, it's not like if you hold the right trigger, it's fast forward. But if you hold the left trigger, it's not rewind. It's just nothing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of gay like that, but it's cool. But like, for instance, like if you were sitting there and like, say you just played a big old campaign level, and you had some really good sticks or something, I mean, or something, you wanted to save, well, say it's at the hour, end of an hour or 2 hours of footage, you gotta start at the beginning and fast forward your way all the way through that stupid footage. It's ridiculous.
It's not fast. It's not like you can hit a button to go all the way down the middle and then, halfway to the end or...
Yeah, shoot to the end and then back up.
Yeah, and it's like when we played, when all three of us got into that and forged that one map, and then we started playing it at the end, we got into it and started killing each other, but then we had to fast forward, a whole hour into the thing.
Yeah, through the entire, where we forged the map to the actual part where we were actually playing, which, is like, it's like, oh, I want to, it's nothing quick about showing any, once you get it, of course, it's great if you got that kind of time to sit there and mess with it, but, I'd like to be able to, like, have an option where, you just, I just did something awesome, be able to, like, maybe pause and choose a menu item where it puts down, like, a marker or something to where, that way, okay, I can jump to this spot, and then, of course, then you can, start there at least. And at least it's something, other than just, oh, well, yeah, you gotta, that 2:59 of this, 2 minutes, or 2 hours, 59 minutes of this footage, is something cool.
I think the X button should break it up into, I think it should be broken down into sections of at least 10. That way, if it's an hour, you'd have however many, minutes clicks into the thing, and then when you press X, you jump to each click. Now, I don't know how hard it is for them to save the games and files and stuff like that, but I have a hard drive, can you do something with that?
Yes.
Okay. But, I'm just saying, it's like, you should be able to have those little clicks so you can jump to, 10 minutes in, 20 minutes in, or, but it varies with the time, so if it's, so you have a 10-minute match, then it's 1 minute a piece. If you have an hour match, it's 6 minutes a piece.
I agree.
So.
Yeah, and because that's the only, I don't know, I've heard this several times from, people, oh, well, it's just a limitation of the technology. Is it really? Because, I can fast forward. I just can't rewind. Why is that? How's that a limit? To me, that's just like, I don't see why they couldn't have done it. To me, it's just like, we could have done it, but we just didn't. We'd rather just have you, isn't this good enough? No, it is and it's not. It's like, no, it's not good enough because, fix it. Just make it, you have the film. It's obvious you can go forward. You can save every little nuance of what happened in the game. But all of a sudden there's a limitation, that's the limitation.
You can trace a sniper bullet from the gun to the guy's head, but you can't rewind and see it again, unless you take a film clip of it, but even then you have to start from the beginning of the film clip, but it's like the only way that you can really save stuff without blowing your brains out is you going in and finding it and then taking a film clip of it, It's like, I don't know. I think that's kind of retarded. I don't know. I just think, I think the forging the maps is cool. I still haven't figured out how to delete stuff. So that's why you downloaded the maps that were already everything was pre-deleted.
Oh yeah, and that's a whole nother thing right there. I'm glad we never even had to deal with that.
Yeah, see, I don't know how you would have done that.
I would have been mad. I would have been mad if I hadn't had to do that. If I had to delete everything off the map first before I got the forging map, I would have been pissed off.
Yeah. Cause I don't know. Because I remember I would place an item, then I'm like, damn, I should have done it something else, but I didn't know how to delete it, so I just, left it there, and even the tool to, like, flip it around and stuff was kind of funky. It's like, you had to hold the trigger and then move the right stick, and it would be, like, move around, and then Kenneth, he had this huge antenna, and you can place, like, crazy stuff in there, like a camping stool or like a canteen.
Like a rucksack.
Yeah, a rucksack, and he had this huge, like a cell phone antenna, I guess, this huge thing, and he was trying to do it, and I just set up all these camping stools, and he came and drug it across, and I was like, what are you doing? No, it's not nice. And, but it was hard to kind of maneuver some stuff, and then you had some limitations on vehicles. I mean, say if you wanted to make your own race, say we made like Sand Trap Race 1, and they give you, I think, like, the bigger the map, the more vehicles you get. So say if you had like 10 mongooses, you know, you could do that. But in a smaller map, if you want to have a race, you only have 3, and what if you had a party of 8? You know, you should be able to put as many vehicles within limits. Like, okay, if you put 5 ghosts, you know, then you can't put as many mongooses, but you shouldn't have like, okay, 8 ghosts. You have like an inventory. 8 ghosts and, you know, 3 mongooses, and then you're out. You should be able to do a mixture of whatever, you know. If you want 10 hornets, you should be able to have 10 hornets, not just the...
As far as I know, we can't. Can you place hornets at all, or just in that one big map, right?
I think, and Sand Traps is the only one that I've seen them in.
That's what I thought, okay. Which, yeah, it sucks. I want to be able to toss a hornet onto, like, Construct, or what's that other one, Valhalla.
Yeah.
Or even, like, what's that small one that I really like?
Guardian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I like that map. It's nice, and it's
nice.
It's nice. It's kind of like Lockout was. You know, it's a new Lockout.
I do like that one. That is like my favorite map. Some of the maps I don't like especially the pit. And
oh god, I hate the pit.
I'm not really a big favorite. Whatever this one is. This is Construct.
I think this is Construct. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay, but it
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, because you know they're gonna come out with new maps. They're gonna either remake the old ones, from 2 and 1, or you know, possibly new ones. But you know that they're gonna do that.
And then I'm really kind of tired of Snowbound or whatever, because it seems like, yeah, no, that was on the beta. That and Valhalla. I haven't played hardly Valhalla since I've gotten into the game. You know, but it's Snowbound, and Shy Snipers are, every time Kenneth and I play team doubles, Snowbound. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, there's, you know? I mean, there's 9 maps. There's, what, like 2 big ones, or is there the one Sand Trap that's the hugest one? Mm-hmm. Is there,
I haven't never played that except for that big team battle we did that one time.
Yeah, I haven't either. I mean, except for when we've been in there messing around in the forge, you know.
Yeah. And they do have a new vehicle called the Elephant, and it's huge. It's basically like a base on wheels, and you know, it's your spawn point and it's your flag. You can take the flag to your, you know, elephant or whatever once you drive it into their base and stuff. But it's, I mean, I understand because it's huge. It shouldn't be fast, but I mean, it's like ridiculously slow.
To me, it's really almost useless. I really can't see that you
turns and people can board you with such ease. It's like, okay, walking target. Here's my whole team. Why don't you throw a grenade or a rocket, you know, in here?
Yeah, I mean, you know, supposedly it was like, oh, yeah, you can just now drive your base to their base, whatever. It's like, yeah, in like a half hour.
Yeah. I mean, the time limit's gonna run out. Then, you know, you might as well just get on your mongoose.
To me, here's what it feels like, and here it is in a nutshell right here. Here's what it feels like to me.
Oh, wait for it, wait, here, go!
Okay, basically I think what happened was, especially after the Halo 2 thing and how the story was, and I think Microsoft they threw a ridiculous amount of money at Bungie. They hired a whole bunch of new people. They just had, anybody had an idea? I think they used it. I swear to God, I think everything, like all the equipment, all the stuff, I think if you had an idea and you put it up there and like say, you know, I think that they used, brute maulers, dual wielding shotguns, okay, you know, elephant, huge giant thing that moves 1 mile an hour, okay, you know, I mean, I think they just, They took the kitchen sink mentality and they just threw it all. I mean, it was like taking a big pot of spaghetti and throwing it against the wall. Everything stuck, you know. It's like, oh, it's done. We use it. Oh.
Okay, well, what about the campaign? Run in, plant a bomb, run out. Everything's good.
Campaign. We're making a campaign. Oh crap! You know.
Some bitch.
All right. Well, let's, here's an idea. You know, yeah, it's just like, but I think as far as the multiplayer, I think they just took, I mean, the flamethrower was a perfect example, you know, and which I like that. I like those. I mean, I do love doing that.
Yeah, it's to a point, but I mean, yeah, and then you have your huge weapons, your BFGs, and you're like, okay, like you can rip off turrets now, and you have your flamethrower, and I think there's a grenade launcher. Is that
well, there's the brute shot, and then there's the plasma one.
Where it goes out. goes out third person when you're walking.
That's all the rocket pod.
Yeah, that one. So,
Yeah.
I mean, but you're pretty slow with those.
Oh yeah, I get owned more often than not with that, unless I see you coming from half a mile away.
Yeah. And then the equipment, I think, is generally useless.
I do too.
I think you have a trip mine, which, I mean, you can hear it a mile away.
Well, that...
Beep, 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 it's bright red.
Well, that, but like, then they don't give you any of them on the stupid maps. Like in the beta, there was trip mines on Valhalla.
Yeah.
On now, there's not.
Yeah.
What the what? I mean, it's like, okay, I can place it in my own custom map and blah blah blah, but I don't want to do that. I want to play matchmaking. That's the other thing. I think the reason why it's like almost too much is because they can't put, it's not like you can have, well, like in the matchmaking maps anyway, it's like, oh, I haven't ever used that, or, like for instance, the pistols and like the submachine guns now, useless, worthless. You don't see anybody using them, and there's really no point to use them.
Even the weapons you start off with, the assault rifle, it's like, crap, I gotta get the gun.
Yeah, assault rifle's not that bad. I can run with assault rifle, but yeah, I'm
looking for a battle rifle.
Yeah, if I run across a needler or not really a battle rifle, I'm not a fan of that one. But if I run across a carbine, a needler, or something else, I'm picking it up.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think like the maybe the most useful one that you would get equipment wise would be. See, I don't know, because I mean, the energy drain is cool because it takes down vehicles, but if you see like 3 people coming at you and you throw it down, well, you're just as good as dead too, because if you can't shoot all those people in, twice or at least once in the head before they shoot you or shoot the thing so it explodes, I mean, you're dead because it takes down all your shield too.
Yeah, it drains you too, which I don't like that either. It's like
you just lob it out there,
Plus, by the time, most of the time it happens with me, like I see a ghost coming at me, I'll drop it. By the time I drop it and it pops out, it takes it kind of half a second to activate.
Yeah.
That ghost is already on top of me.
Yeah, either that or he sees it and he turns the other way or something,
Yeah. I mean, it just, and I think the same thing for the trip mine. It takes like a half a second to activate, and when you got something barreling down on you, when you get the trip mine, it's just, it's not worth it. And the same thing for the, well, I was gonna say, was that Flash one? The Flash.
Oh yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, here's my issue with that one.
You more than I mean, it hurts everybody.
Right. Well, I would think, okay, if you drop that, then it should flash only the people that are looking at it or looking in that direction.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it flashes everybody, regardless of where they're on the map.
It washes everybody in that area, though.
Yeah. Well, and you too.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that didn't help me because now I'm blind too, and and I'm just as dead as pretty much they are because I'm blind too.
Right.
I mean, I've tried to where I'll throw it and I'll like drop down a little tunnel type thing or whatever, or turn away. I still get it.
Yeah.
And I don't get. Why? I would think that you shouldn't be hurt by the things that you're dropping.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you drop a grenade at your feet, you should blow up or whatever, but, I mean, stuff like that, jeez, I mean.
Well, just like the radar jammer, you drop it.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
You drop it and your radar is just full of acne now, it's like the real red dots of, horrendousness. It's like you drop it and,
Shouldn't it hurt your enemy, but not you? You should know only where your enemies are so you can kill them.
Yeah, it should, because you're running around and now you see all these dots. Well, you don't know which one is the enemy coming at you, but then again, the enemy doesn't know where you're coming from either, but what?
Yeah, but how are you supposed to track them down? I mean, obviously maybe if you see them first or something, but still, I mean, it hurt, it's just as detrimental to drop it for you. That's why, I rarely use them unless I'm just like, mash all buttons before I die,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to throw them out sometimes, but, I mean, the thing that I think is most useful, but they don't ever implement it, is the gravity lift.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like, I swear to you, I was going through campaign and there was that one cowbell skull or whatever, and you had to go get a gravity lift in this remote building, one gravity lift that there was, and you had to go and put it on the third dot on this ramp or whatever, and it shoots you up, and then you get it. Or if you had 4 players playing through your campaign, you could step on each other's heads or whatever, But I was like, that's
too
ridiculous.
hard.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And, so I went through the whole campaign, and I got to that door, and I didn't have a grav lift, and I looked it up online, and I needed one, and I couldn't go back. and get it outside. And I had to start the whole campaign, or the whole level over. And it was like almost towards the end, you know?
That's retarded. It's that kind of thing right there. I mean, that I think that, I'm sure they thought about everything, but I don't think they thought about everything. You know, I mean, like I said, I think they took everything and just threw it out there. Mm-hmm. And like, let them have it all, see what they, well, they can't complain because the sheer amount, they'll just be covered up with so much stuff they won't realize that, it's, this glitch here, or this problem here, or this,
I think that they just wanted to look cool, pretty much. I just think that they were like, they made specific stuff for the Bungie people, like the flaming Hayabusa skulls and, stuff like that. And I like the idea that you can customize your armor. I really like that. But I think it's retarded. You should get armor for the different things that you do in campaign, not necessarily all the achievements you lock, because then that just makes people, achievement whores, But it's like, you should go through and, okay, you find different skulls and that unlocks a different shoulder, or that unlocks a different helmet, or a different chest, And I still have tons of stuff that I haven't unlocked, and I'm like, how? And I think some of the terminals, and one is if you get 1,000 out of 1,000 points on the game. I'm like, oh, okay, alright.
Yeah, and I think I really like the customization too. I like to be able to kind of look like my own,
Mm-hmm.
But I change a lot too, so.
Yeah.
But, it's like, okay, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not really gonna use this that much, I'm gonna settle on something, that's how I'm gonna roll, I may change every once in a while, see if I unlocked anything lately, but 10 to 1 I won't have, so, to me, okay, and here's my other thing about the achievements, and I don't know if I talked about Shadowrun on the show before or not, but in Shadowrun,
or maybe a little
bit. But in the Shadowrun, the achievements are like this, and if anybody wants to look them up, you can. Basically, it's like, okay, 100 kills with this weapon, 100 kills with this weapon, 100 kills with this weapon.
Well, isn't that just like Gears of War?
Yeah, but every match counts. Not just stupid ranked matches. In Shadowrun, it's all online, so every match is online, and every match counts. So every kill counts.
Right.
So, okay, yay, good job, Shadowrun. That's smart.
Hey. Nice,
Shadowrun, nice. Of course, you have to play so many games, and then like if you there are certain conditions, but still, like, okay, play 100 matches as this character type. Play 100 matches as this, blah blah blah. And I think I got the elf one. That was all I got because I just got burnt out. But I really thought that was how the achievements were going to be in Halo, because think about it. How long are people going to be playing? There are already people out there. There were people before the game even released that had like 700, gamer score.
Look at us. We've got 7 high 7s, right?
Yeah, I have 7 something. Y'all have, I think, 8 as well.
20 or something. And I know I'll get another 100 once I, go through all the levels and get those stupid points. That's going to be another 100 or maybe 90 or something like that.
Right.
But, right, nice. And then I'll get that. And then I've got to do, and then I'll find the terminals, and that'd be another 40. So, I'm almost at 900, but then, as soon as I rank up and get to Spartan, that's like 25, and then, I'll be like, I don't know, like 75 away. I know 75 are gonna be killer.
Yeah, those miscellaneous ones that are like, just luck. But that's the thing, it's like, but Shadowrun was pretty much just, okay, just play this many, cut so many people from behind with the katana, stuff like that, and that stuff takes time, which, if you really think about it, we're gonna be playing this game for what probably will amount to, just like Halo 2, y'all were playing Halo 2 up until last, when Halo 3 released.
Yeah.
2 years, 3 years, whatever it was. 2 years, so it's like, make it to where at least, like, in 6 months, I still have the possibility of an achievement, because that's kind of what gets me turned off from a game, is when I know there's no more possibilities for achievement, or like if I play an old, like when y'all would want to play Halo 2, and I'd be like, alright, I'm going to play some Halo 2, but I know I'm not going to get any achievements, it's like,
Even then, the achievements are one thing, because that's what kept me playing. I love Viva Pinata, but then I was like, well, I still want to. It made me expand more in that game because I wanted to do other things. Sometimes I would just be like, I bred some eagles, now I'm content. But it's like, eagle airs, I think they're called. But but then it makes you want to do other stuff, just like Gears of War. Kenneth would still be playing that because he still had achievements that he needed to get for 100 kills with the pistols, 100 kills with that. You would think that.
Bless you.
She sneezed on my burn.
Sorry. It's a good salve. Rub it in.
You would think that the having achievements that take longer instead of achievements that are more difficult per se would increase the gameplay value rather than being like, because I mean, look at how many achievements we blew through in like a week.
Yeah, we had more than half. We were up at the 700s just through the campaign, and it's like, I mean, that's great. I love me some points and everything else, but I'd like for it to last a little longer. I'd love to be able to be playing this game in a year and get an achievement unlock, and I know that's not going to happen. It'd be like, I might as well go back to Shadowrun. At least then I have the option of hopefully it's, unlocking, or like Gears of War, I might as well go into Gears even though nobody's going to be playing that game anymore.
Unless they do something like they did with, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and they re-release new characters and additional gameplay, so therefore you could get achievements when you completed that stuff.
True, which I bet you anything they do that right. They do that either when they release new maps or when they do something like that. I bet you anything to do like Crackdown, they did the same thing.
Because you would think, play 35 matches on Valhalla, forge a map, I don't know, anything. It's like their achievements are very singled. It's like you would think that they would have an achievement for kind of you doing everything. There's no achievement for forging a map. There's no achievement for editing a video. There's no achievement for... There is the stupid achievements for going through and getting the points, playing the meta games, but...
to me, that's not an achievement.
Co-op.
Yeah, and to me, that's not an achievement for going through and playing that meta game and everything else. To me, it's just, like I said, busy work. It's just like, alright, well, we know if we don't do this, they're only going to play the campaign once.
Yeah.
Number one, why do they care? As long as we play through it once, right? But
that'll be like the third time I've played through it. Not by choice, because I had to go back and look for the skulls. Now I've got to go look for the terminals, and then I got to play through I'll probably do the terminal and metagame in the same big swipe, but
Yeah. Speaking to that, if y'all ever go to pennyarcade.com, penny-arcade.com, and read some of their comic strips, they do several about Halo, about one of the guys pays some kid to play through it for him on Legendary. He's like, why are you paying this kid to do it? Are you too busy? He's like, no, cause basically it's a chore.
Yeah. Yeah, and he doesn't do chores or something.
Yeah, so it's funny. Go look at Penny Arcade and you'll see some hilarity.
I like that one where he's like, the one guy sitting on the couch and the other guy's like, man, you are really beating me up in chore wars. And the guy's running around like cleaning everything and doing the sheets and stuff. He's like, man, I bet I'll get an extra 500 points for doing the sheets as he sits on the couch. He's like, not if I get to it first. And the guy's like running around.
Yeah. See, exactly. Yeah. The only thing that, speaking of achievements and stuff, the only thing that kind of bugs me too, nobody else in the world, I think, bought Stranglehold. Yeah. And, so all the multiplayer achievements, I mean, that's why I told you have to rent the game, so that way we can possibly get those achievements, because otherwise there's no way. I don't know how, every time I go in there's nobody online. Yeah. I'm like, what? Asian tension? Anybody?
Asian, please. Everybody relieve their Asian tension, by killing, Asians in Stranglehold,
yeah.
So.
And Hard Boiled is way too hard, so I don't know if I can finish the game on that, difficulty level.
Yeah.
But anywho, I think, is that the gist of our, Halo rants, as it were. We got the new equipments. Buttercup.
Oh yeah, you want to tell the people about how we were, that one guy called us really silly?
Yeah, we were playing, what were we playing, like Team Slayer or whatever?
Yeah, and it was you, me, and KBB on a team and some other, British guy.
Yeah, some random guy got into our, was teamed up with us, 4-on-4, Team Slayer. So, we played through the map, and of course the whole time we play, any map, any game, we're just cutting up and talking smack, and KBB likes to call people lots of names we can't repeat. And we just talk and laugh and make fun of everything, and you suck and we suck and this is, blah blah. So when we get out, to the end, and we're in the lobby again with the guy, and he's like, I would party up with you guys, but you're too silly. And he leaves, and it's like, oh, well, pardon me, Count Chocula, or Count Montfrere, that we offended your delicate sensibilities with your stupid,
We'll be more like those changing of the guard people or whatever, and don't smile or talk or anything, Just stay put with their wooden underwear.
Wooden underwear. I fell off my dinosaur and broke my wooden underwear. But yeah, so we were, and when we played with some other guy, I was like, I just took, a huge hit off this, huge bong or whatever. I'm so high. I'm owning Halo right now. And so we played with him, and you were in there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And so we played with him, and he killed more people than we did, and we were just sucking it up, and he was just owning, and we were like, oh, he rocks. And then in the next game, we got teamed with him again, random, in matchmaking, randomly. We're like, oh, hey, what's up? He's like, oh.
He was awesome again, and I can't believe that. I was like, dude, that must be the secret, He was, freaking awesome. I mean, I think, given we weren't all that great anyway, but,
Yeah, we weren't really trying that hard. In other words, we were just kind of being our usual, no-care selves. Because we don't...
Yeah, but it was so funny because he was like, oh, yeah. It was cool.
Yeah. So, what? Did you know they're showing Chappelle's show, at midnight and stuff, and on Channel 33?
Really? Oh, yeah, I've seen that, yeah. They stopped playing Friends in the afternoon now.
Yeah, it's all 2.5 Men and Family Guy stuff.
I love 2.5 Men.
I love 1.5 Men. But anyway, do we have anything else? Was that all our show notes, Miss Lady?
I think so.
Who's that lady?
Did you want to talk anything about the Gravity Hammer?
Who's that lady? What about it? What about the Gravity Hammer?
Oh, I don't know.
It's
The new sword or whatever.
Yeah, Gravity Hammer is the new sword. I think it's okay. You gotta get too close, I think, to the person to really, cause you'll slam it down and they'll fly back or whatever, but if they have an assault rifle, they'll just shoot you to death anyway.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I mean, it's heavy, but you gotta get in close, just like the sword. Yeah,
I'm much more of a, not really long range, but mid-range player. I like the assault rifle, but if you get too far away, I can't snipe for nothing. I couldn't hit you with a sniper rifle if, you were standing right in front of me and asleep. Hi Buffy. But then at close range, I'm pretty decent. I can get up to you in melee and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But mid range is better because I like to be able to toss a grenade and
Yeah, I love me some grenades.
Oh, that's the first thing I do. I see somebody out there with a grenade. I'm like, oh, a little softener there for you, soften them up a little bit.
Your softener bullets.
Yeah, that's what I use.
They're like bullets filled with fabric softener. They're like, oh, fresh and clean.
Fresh armor for the win. Yeah. Anyway, so I guess we'll finish off the show. I was going to tell you, also tell these guys about what we did last night. We went and saw a friend of mine, Dave. Hi Dave, if you're listening.
Hi Dave, don't tell KB that we made out.
I know that was hilarious. But yeah, so we went and saw his band 100 Damn Guns last night.
It was 99 damn guns. Well, it is now because I stole a gun.
Yeah, no, they added one. So yeah, we went and saw them last night. It was really fun, and I'm actually gonna at the end of the show today. I'm gonna play one of their songs. I'm gonna put on there. So
no. There goes half our listeners.
Well, anyway, if you like them, then you can go check them out at myspace.com/100damnguns, which is 100, not spelled out, damned guns, or 100damnguns.com. So, anywho, yeah, you can check them out. Good buddy Dave and his band. They're pretty good. If you like country music, wait, alt country with a pinch of bluegrass and a
smidge of folk.
And a smidge of folk and a dash of rock and
a whole truck full of overalls.
And a mound of sexy. Yeah, then Yeah, go listen to their stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna put with their songs at the end of this show because Dave said I could. And
oh, thanks, Dave.
I got I'm licensing this song.
Oh, do we get a kickback for it?
Yeah, for every download that we get, yeah, I think he's supposed to pay us $5. I think that's
that's a pretty good cut there.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work out real well for all of us except for Dave.
Oh well, I'm sure he's raking it in with those old ladies throwing money at him.
With those old lady groupies, yeah, that was awesome. But anyway, that's what we did. So I want to tell you guys about them, and if you like them, you can actually find their album on iTunes, and I think it's like $10, whatever. Yeah. Stuff like that. Or if not, you can just email me and I'll email you the MP3 so you don't just kidding. No, go buy it if you actually like it. If you go buy it if your
ears don't bleed, just buy it.
If you're that dumb, go buy it. No. But it was fun. So Kenneth had a great time.
Yeah, he did. He had a very good time. And, what was it? We do have some emails, but we're going to save them they're more Animal Crossing related. We're going to save them for next show. And we did have some new friends come up on our MySpace and things like that. And so if y'all guys have anything that you want us to talk about now that Halo's out of the way, we kind of, are up for grabs. So,
Exactly. I put a bunch of, Wii games in my queue, GameFly queue. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know what I'm going to get, but maybe I'll get that My Sims or something soon, and we can talk about that.
Oh, I've got Tenchu Z coming. That'll be pretty sweet.
Sweet Z.
Print out the achievements for that. It's like, it's just killing people, doing so many stealth kills,
I hear the co-op is kind of fun on that. But I don't know if you can be on the same screen or whatever.
I don't know. I do not know. Did you want to talk about, or I guess I can talk about the contest that I was thinking about having?
What's that?
It's a Halo contest, so it's open to everybody, but unless you don't have Halo 3, then you're kind of screwed, but,
steal it.
But it's for, what did I say? Oh yeah, it's who can send us, like, the most, like, twisted video or, like, pictures, screenshots or whatever, or something really awesome they're doing in the game, or, take some screenshots of you, say you've unlocked all the armor, like your most wicked armor combination, and make sure you get your symbol in there and tell us your gamer tag and everything.
Or like you doing something really awesome.
Yeah, like that video you sent me where they threw a grenade into a grab lift and it stuck the guy.
Oh, that was the best video ever.
Yeah.
Or like if you make a really awesome map, send us.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Or a really cool Forge map with and then send us a video of you guys playing it. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, or just send us the map and we can play.
And we can put it on our MySpace, I think. I don't really know what we can do with all that stuff. But we'll pick a couple winners, maybe one for each category and stuff, if we even get any entries. And,
yeah, maybe from all one of you that have an Xbox.
Yeah, so y'all send it in to us. I'm Phoenix8424 on there. You can file share it with me or with Gemini. He's Gemini space ACE, or you can just come and we'll do matchmaking together, and that would be cool. We can all play. We'll be the AC Friends clan.
Yeah, no, they don't have clan support, and this is another thing that people were upset about. So
yeah, well, it looks like big steaming pile of crap.
Yeah, best game ever.
Yeah. Did we say how much we love this game? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but the ironic thing is, we're fixing to play. We're gonna play every day for like the rest of our lives.
Yeah, but because it's, but playing by myself isn't as good. But I have a really good time when I play with you and Kenneth and.
Yeah, that's where the meat is.
Yeah, it's like with your friends and be like, dude, did you see that? Because if you're playing with yourself, you're like, I lost again.
Yeah, I like being a lone wolf, but yeah, I like being a lone wolf and winning.
Yeah, I know. I was really kicking some butt on Crazy King. They were like, no.
Yeah, I still have yet to be MVP, which is another sticking point for me, and not KBB.
Yeah. You should just follow me around and I'll soften him up, and you should just kill him and be MVP.
Okay.
Alright,
well then that's gonna do it for us for this week for episode 47 of AC Friends, and, yep. I guess I hope y'all enjoyed it, and if not, well then, sorry. You knew it was coming. We warned you ahead of time, well in advance. And I know we had a thread for this week, but I guess we kind of foregoed that. But pretty much everybody's most anticipated game was Super Smash Bros. Melee, or Brawl, or whatever it is. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, this is Jim Nice.
And this is Phonix.
And this is AC Friends, episode 47. Peace out.
I fall down. Whenever you come around, I fall down. Whenever I hear the sound of your voice, when you come calling for me. I thought I was made of steel, about 100 feet tall. My feet like giant slabs of beef, my bunions all they fall. Well, I never swayed in the breeze, I always walked the line. Whenever I come upon you, this happens every time I fall down. Whenever you come around, I fall down. Whenever I hear the sound of your voice, when you come calling for me. Oh, I fall down. Whenever you come around, I fall down. Whenever I hear the sound of your voice, when you come calling for me. Oh, I can't speak to save my life, the words won't come to me. Well, I'm knee-high to a grasshopper and you're